young and older fans alike will find things in it that like they just connect to. Like when I was young, we did High School Musical, we did Beauty and the Beast in my high school production, you know? So it's like, you get those like old memories.
Spoon, is that, do I remember hearing that correctly?
Honestly, I was.
Yeah.
That is.
I did my research on you, Kristen. I was like, oh, okay, let's find out.
Hey, it's Kristen, and today I am super excited to share a conversation that I had with Mark St. Cyr of High School Musical, the series. He talks about their new holiday special, teases a little bit about season 2, and who he would love to see make a guest appearance. Enjoy our conversation. I loved how you guys tapped into the full holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, in the High School Musical, the holiday special. And of course, I mean, you make your on-camera singing debut. That was so awesome. What was that like?
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. When Ken told me, I struggled to contain myself because I wanted to be, you know, a little bit more like cool, calm, collected, professional. But I was really, really over the moon when Tim told me that I would be singing in the holiday special. So it's been a dream come true. It's something I always wanted to do since I was in middle school, was to do singing up in something, and that's come true.
How did you guys like pick the song, and what was it like just like filming that, you know, like kind of half-sided music video?
Tim, to his great credit again, I think did a lot of the song selection, and kind of if somebody had a song specifically that they wanted to sing, I think they could pitch that song, but he would otherwise have a song that he had in mind for you, and so he had this duet in mind for me and Kate. And as far as what it was like to film it with the split screen and everything, you just, after a while, after like spending so much time on Zoom calls and getting used to shooting things without having the person physically be there, I think we had figured out a language to make the performance work and make it fun. And I think you guys are really gonna like it when you see it.
Did you have like to do anything to prepare? And I mean, since this is your first time singing on camera, do you have like a singing background, or is that something you want to do more of?
Yeah, I have a singing background. I took lessons for many years, and I was in musicals when I first got out of college. And it just wasn't something that I pursued once I got out of college. I started shifting towards film and TV, and there really wasn't this landscape of shows where you sing and dance on television. Like Glee had just kind of started doing that when I got out. So I would love to continue doing it. I hope Mr. Mazzar gets an opportunity to do something in the future. And yeah, I think it's a whole lot of fun. It's a great way to connect with your fans, a great way to bring people joy. And I have a lot of fun doing it.
I don't know if you could tease if there's anything in season 2 where you might be singing, or maybe in the future.
You know, I couldn't tease if I wanted to, because Tim only tells me so much at a time. Right now we're about halfway through the season. So I only know what happens for Mr. Mazzar for the first half. And Tim always has these great ideas for the final episode, the final 2 episodes. So we'll see what he has in store, but I could not tell you one way or the other if Mr. Mazzar has something musical planned up Tim's sleeve.
Well, I hope so, especially after this. I'm crossing my fingers for, another duet. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers for that too.
Now, in this holiday special, we also get some exciting looks at the second season. You know, we get an original song from Joshua Bassett, and we get to see a little bit of that opening performance. Is there anything that you can tell us about season 2 without giving too much away?
Man, that opening song, Something in the Air, when I saw that performance, I was like, oh wow, this show's taking it to another level. Everybody came prepared. Everybody came ready to take it up a notch. And I just think the amount of feel good you're going to get from that number when you see it is, I don't know that I can overhype it or oversell it. It's really, really great. And then it really sets the tone for the bar for the rest of the season, because we've got a couple of great numbers planned. And as you already know, we're doing Beauty and the Beast. So we've got a couple of shout outs to Beauty and the Beast, or great songs from Beauty and the Beast that we're doing that I think are going to be really touching and really funny and really fun to watch.
I'm very, very excited. I feel like what's so great about this show is that like young and older fans alike will find things in it that like they just connect to. Like when I was young, we did High School Musical, we did Beauty and the Beast in my high school production, you know? So it's like, you get those like old memories.
Spoon, is that, do I remember hearing that correctly?
Honestly, I was.
Yeah.
That is.
I did my research on you, Kristen. I was like, oh, okay, let's find out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why people just love this show. You guys, like, you really bring us back to that nostalgia, but also for the new fans, the music is incredible. I just love the original songs.
Yeah, the Beauty and the Beast songs are their own special nostalgic tier in a different way. Like, the High School Musical songs are great. There's something about this animated Beauty and the Beast that's just so, I want to say romantic, but not necessarily in the way of like boy girl or boy like romance. But there's something kind of beautiful and larger than life, and you just feel great when you listen to it. You feel like everything magical can happen. I
think what was so fun about the first season is that you get those moments where, like, you're seeing parallels to High School Musical, and I'm assuming we're going to see that as well as parallels maybe to Beauty and the Beast, and also some cameos from really awesome people. If you could have anybody make a cameo in the second season, who would you want to see kind of come in and bring their flair to the show?
I've teased Tim about this, but I'd love to see Tim Federle make a cameo at some point, because I know he can still sing and dance with the rest of them. He claims he's hung his shoes up for good, but we'll see about that by the time this show is over. I would love to see that. And then is there somebody else that I really want to see? That's a really good one. I would love to see Corbin Bleu come on the show at some point.
Yes.
That'd be really fun. I don't know in what capacity or how we would do it or justify it, but I think that'd be really great.
Absolutely. I would be on board for that. Corbin Bleu was my favorite. Always my favorite. Is there anything else that you want to share about this holiday special and what you guys have coming up next?
I think it's going to be an opportunity to feel good in a way that a lot of us have craved all year, and I think we're going to shed some tears. You're going to have a lot of laughter. You're going to get some grooving on with some of these songs. And overall, I just think it's a reason to celebrate. And I hope that people enjoy watching it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I loved it. So I'm really hoping that you get to do some duets in the future.
Thank you, Kristen.
If you like this one, you can check out more High School Musical, the Series videos right over here, and I will catch you in my next video. See ya.